Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Napoleon Total back again with some Shogun 2 FOTS Samurai Scramble for the Far East, and we're playing as a Qing again. In the last turn, we were about to bombard the heck out of Kaga, well, the port at least. We're gonna bombard the port. Our first successful bombardment went off pretty well. There is gonna be some repeat in what do you call it? This episode, but anyway, here's what's not the repeat, and we're gonna be attacking Kawachi. There is an American army outside, and there's an American army inside. The American army outside is not scary. It's just I don't want to fight the both of them, at least not right now, because I don't feel like I'm in a position, especially when most of my army is literally artillery. And speaking of my army, for my army, it's mostly made up these white banner border units to absolutely no one's surprise. Like literally, you guys, if you've been watching right now, you should have seen this coming. But yeah, that's that. I do have some yellow borders in the mix. Why not? Yeah, why not? What else? I do have a lot of mortars, because from when I captured, I have at least 5 teams of mortars. I think I have more than that, but around 5 teams of mortars. Behind them, I have my Manchu cavalry, mostly Manchu lancers. Not really useful in this scenario, but why not? Just have them deployed. But yeah, sure. As an entire volley just comes at the enemy. The enemy is going to reply with some mortar fire, as you can see in the distance, but that is why they're targeting my infantry, which is why I'm trying to move them away. The enemy fortress is a new one. Well, it's not a new one, but it's a one that we haven't seen often. It's basically 3 tiers: an inner wall, an outer wall, and a third outer wall, with the second tier being connected to somewhat the third tier. But it's no joke. The fortress, as you can see, there's like small diamonds, and those diamonds are literally like cannon placement. So it's no joke. And once we start assaulting the castle, you can tell what I'm talking about. But this place has a lot of arrow towers and stuff like that, so it's not a joke at all. Yeah, so that's that. Looking at the castle, there's also a lot of defenders. Mostly are terrible units, like militia and stuff like that. As you can see in the distance, my mortars are just opening fire. My rockets are not opening fire just yet, because I'm trying to decide, what do I hit? Do I hit the units or do I hit the towers? Although my mortars have done a pretty good job of taking out the towers. My rockets, after I decide to do a little bit, I decide to open fire. And here we go. Previously they already fired an entire volley, but I didn't really want to show that because, yeah. But we're watching them open fire, and it's causing some havoc. We're burning the walls, because on the walls there's some guys that haven't been destroyed by my mortars, which is good, because now our guys are just gonna return fire with everything we have. And at this point, this is what I've been talking about. Like in the late game, I'm just gonna have an entire army of rockets and mortars and stuff like that. That's gonna be the most terrifying thing. I don't know if you guys will be interested to see that, but for me it's kind of interesting to deploy, at least. But yes, now as you can see in the background, we're going to be moving our troops up, and for the rest of this battle, it's going to be very, very, very boring. It's just me literally bomb rushing everyone. During this entire battle, 1 unit did rout, and that was a problem, but everything else is pretty much fine. Nothing big. But yeah, so yeah, as you can see, my guys are going to be scaling the walls, and you can see what I'm talking about, the cannons. The enemy is just going to be firing cannons, and there's some people who are going to sadly, unfortunately, get killed. These are the same cannons from, I'm pretty sure, from the Avatar Conquest. But for those that are wondering, from my last video about Avatar Conquest, for those that haven't been watching the channel, basically what happened was that I was trying to use the fort guns against my enemies. And the reason, and I kept saying that either the guns just straight outright miss, or they do a lot of damage, and this is the situation in which they do a lot of damage. Mostly, some of them miss, but when they do hit, it does a lot of damage. You can see some cannonballs just bouncing off, so that's a good thing for us. But others literally killing men without even touching them. Yeah. However, okay. For those that are wondering, wait, how does a cannonball not even touch you and then still kill you? Well, okay, so basically there's a thing called, the wind of the cannonball, and basically it's a theory, but I think it's pretty much been proven. But what happened is that during the Napoleonic Wars and major wars after that, like, well, even before the Napoleonic Wars, like, there's a thing called wind of the cannonball, and basically what it's trying to say is that literally, the cannonball will go past you, but without hitting you, and you will still die. And the reason is because the wind of the cannonball, the speed of the cannonball, the wind as it's gushing towards you, or in your general direction, or going past you, is more than enough to kill you. And that is pretty dang terrifying, just saying. Like, at this point, obviously, this wind of the cannonball thing has to be pretty dang close. If it's pretty far, then it's not gonna work. But that said, that's still pretty terrifying. Literally, the cannonball doesn't really have to hit you, and then you're still dead. So yeah. But anyway, at this point, I'm just gonna stop talking and let you guys watch the rest of the siege, and that's it.
exhausted.
Or we've basically won the battle, and as you guys seen in the battle, basically one unit did rout, and that they just got killed by essentially arrow towers, and that is why you see one unit dead. But anyway, we've taken Kawachi. Now the first thing I have to do is get my mortars out of here, because literally what's gonna happen is literally my mortars are just gonna come, and the problem is yeah, it's not gonna look pretty for my guys, because once they attack, for some reason in the game, the mortars are pretty much like the second an enemy army attacks. It doesn't, even if one unit attacks, like all that happens is literally the thing literally just they disappear literally, and that is going to be a big problem. And that does mean in Kawachi I need to raise another army, because this army is because I've taken tremendous, well not tremendous, but like terrifying amount of casualties. I do have to replenish my army. That said, however, stuff needs to be done. And yes, we bombarded the port, and the port is being repaired, which is great for the enemy. I am trying to land for the love, but yeah, I was about to say the love of JS, but, sorry, JC, but I didn't really want to say that. Some people might get offended, so yeah, that's a problem. What else? What else is going on? Okay, so the Americans are moving more geishas, which is fine. At least they're moving them towards Omi. We're gonna be attacking Omi very soon, but the good thing about us is the fact that in Omi I have a lot of troops. Their enemy is gonna be reinforcing Kaga, which is not a stupid decision. It's a well-respected division. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's great. We're just gonna be fast forwarding through the next turns. And Noblemen Revolt. And yeah, why not? Don't know what to really do in this situation. We can technically just move on, but I'm not gonna really do that. Anyway, we are going to be building the even more modern ships, because we just pretty much leveled up. And at this point, yeah, that's that. We can technically get a railway station, American shipping port. I like how I'm literally at war with the United States, and yet I can still build American shipping port. That's, for some reason, it just strikes me as funny. Yeah. What is going on? But yes, what can I say? I'm just trying to do as much stuff as I possibly and physically can. Build more ships, because why not? From what I know, the Americans have a large navy, so that's gonna be a pain to deal with. And eventually we're gonna have a naval battle, but that's a little bit too much foreshadowing. So yes, that's that. What else? There's nothing much really else. Yeah, okay. But we are gonna be moving on to Omi, and we're gonna pray for the best. Omi is pretty much stacked with American troops, and I have to try my best to hold it, well, attack it to be exact. But we're just gonna pray for the best. We're gonna eventually attack this army. Actually, we're gonna attack this army and they retreat, so that's gonna be a pain. My army is somewhat split up, but who cares? I can grant you that everything's gonna be fine. This general here now has just literally. This was a British general who literally got joined his enemies. Yeah. So yes, that's that. And yes, Ekawachi, I guess I have to build more cavalry because this army is definitely short on cavalry. But I am going to be moving, and then I realized, yeah, there's a massive army that's coming straight towards me, so I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to be bombarding the port, and, yeah. Okay, for those that are wondering why I'm stuttering so badly, it's literally because I'm watching this battle replay, this battle replay, and this campaign video, and this is pre-recorded, so that is why it's a little bit problematic. Yeah. So yes. So yes, that's that. So yes, that's that, and we can only pray that everything goes well. As at this point, it's just a lot of stuff that we have to deal with. And yeah, that's that. For those that are wondering what the heck I'm also doing, is literally what I'm doing is the fact that, well, because, we're in a live battle with with Kingston, I'm doing two things at once, essentially. And, as you can see in the chat, in the Discord chat, literally, in, the Kingston battle, Shogun 2 player versus player total war with the Kingston, I'm literally having to record this video, and literally have to essentially almost like kind of fight a battle. But anyway, we destroyed that army. I don't know what that was. I just made sure I withdraw, and then after that, yeah, that's that. Yeah. But yes, once again, we're trying to bombard the port. We're also trying to attack the port, but that's not gonna go very well. It's not gonna go very well at all. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, that's unfortunate, for us. Don't know what to really do in this situation. The only thing we can really do is continue our march. I am gonna be splitting up the army because why not? Yeah, I just need to give an entire army full of mortars and rockets so that when they do attack, they don't get separated. And yeah, that's that. Nothing really much you can do. We're gonna be attacking, praying for the best essentially. And yes, at this point, it's just a lot of management. And, yeah, that's that. Yes, that is that. But, there's nothing I can really do about that, so yeah. We're gonna end the turn. Actually, no, we're not gonna end the turn yet. I still have troops left and right, but there's nothing much because I do need them to get a semblance of province management. Although, once again, public order is not really a problem, so I should eventually delete them. Yeah. Yeah, the Americans are just gonna reinforce Omi, so that's not a good sign. That's a pretty bad sign, if you ask me. There is an American fleet, great. The last thing I want to do is technically a naval battle, especially in this situation. And yeah, that's that. We can only pray for the best. Did this ship just try to literally... Oh great, this army is gonna attack us, the Wakasa, I think, that's how you pronounce them. But everything is not going, it's going pretty much downhill for us. And yes. This fleet is doing a terrible job of literally attacking the enemy port, so I don't know what to really do with it. This is an army, this is the transport fleet, so can't really do much about that. I don't really want this ship to attack the enemy. I want Tokugawa, who is currently at war with the United States for military access. They're like, yay, I'm gonna make the proposal, and so I can eventually just land US. I'm just gonna, wait, what? I'm just gonna disembark my army, and I literally have military access through their lands, which is interesting. So that's a problem. What the heck? Okay, now I just landed my army, so that's wonderful. I'm gonna mass up my ships for one massive naval engagement, and so 4 ships against the enemy, 2 ships. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be fighting this. One of my ships is heavily damaged. One ship is only 12 guns, and only 2 actual ship-worthy ships. I'm gonna quick save just in case. And yes, we've come to the battle, and basically what's happening right now is basically everything is self-explanatory, so I'll shut up, and I'll come back later. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Actually, no, it's not have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll be back after this battle is over. Finally, we are back, and we've basically captured an entire American ship, so that's wonderful. Never realized I would actually do that. But, yes, that's wonderful. Yeah. We're gonna group up our navy, see what the heck happens, and we're gonna pray for the best, essentially. But yes, nothing I can really do there. And yeah, so once again, at this point, it's, I just need to build more ships. And at this point, it's, everything's going pretty well. That is why I have to say, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, because this episode is coming to a close. Now, before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.